Press 2 fingers just below your belly button right now and notice how it feels. Tight, heavy, bloated, like nothing in there is moving the way it should. That feeling has a clinical name: fecal impaction. Most people never hear the term, they just live with this sluggishness and assume it's normal. According to some gastroenterologists, the average adult eating a standard modern diet may be carrying anywhere from 5 to 12 kilograms of accumulated waste sitting in the colon at any given time. Weight your body hauls around without you realizing it. No laxatives, no colonics, no expensive detox kits. What you need is 5 specific natural combinations that gently support your body's own ability to clean itself out, starting with the gentlest and building to the most powerful. Stay through all 5, because the last one is the one that surprised me the most. Here's why this backup happens. Think of your colon as a highway. Food comes in, nutrients get absorbed, waste travels out, but a diet low in fiber, low in water, and heavy in processed food slows that highway to a crawl. Waste sits longer than it should, hardens against the colon wall, and over months and years, layers build up. This isn't fringe theory, it's basic digestive physiology. When transit time slows, more water gets pulled back out of the stool, making it harder, more compacted, and slower to move through. That backup is often tied directly to bloating, brain fog, skin breakouts, and the constant low-grade tiredness so many people accept as part of getting older. The good news, fixing this doesn't require anything harsh, just consistency and the right natural ingredients. Let's start with the gentlest. First is the aloe vera and cucumber cooling cleanse. This is the mildest recipe on the list, especially useful if your discomfort comes with any inflammation, not just sluggishness. Peel and blend half a cucumber, about 150 grams, with 200 milliliters of cold water and a small handful of fresh mint leaves, about 5 grams, until smooth. Stir in 2 tablespoons of pure aloe vera juice, about 30 milliliters. Make sure the label says it's for internal use, never the topical gel, stirring it in at the end rather than blending it to preserve its beneficial compounds. Drink it cold any time of day, ideally between meals. Aloe vera contains natural compounds that soothe the gut lining with a mild effect, and it's been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years. Cucumber is over 95% water, hydrating your digestive tract directly, while mint relaxes digestive muscles and eases bloating. Gentle, soothing, a smart entry point if your system is sensitive. Next is the chia and flax fiber balm, where real fiber enters the picture, working almost like a soft broom through your digestive tract. Combine 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, about 12 grams, with 1 teaspoon of ground flaxseed, about 10 grams, and 250 milliliters of warm water, stirring immediately so they start absorbing liquid right away. Add the juice of half a lemon, then let it sit for exactly 10 minutes until it thickens into a gel. Drink it in the morning, ideally 30 minutes before breakfast, followed by an extra glass of plain water. Chia and flax together deliver close to 8 grams of fiber in 1 glass, soluble fiber that feeds good gut bacteria, and insoluble fiber that physically helps move waste along. Stronger than the first recipe, but still gentle enough for daily use. Now let's move into the stronger recipes for more stubborn backup. Recipe 3 is the prune and psyllium overnight soak, noticeably stronger than the first 2, used for digestive support for centuries with real science behind it. Chop 5 dried prunes, about 40 grams, into small pieces and combine with 1 teaspoon of psyllium husk, about 5 grams, and 200 milliliters of warm water in a jar. Stir, cover, and let it sit overnight in the refrigerator. In the morning, eat the softened prunes and drink the liquid together. Prunes contain sorbitol, a natural sugar alcohol that draws water into the colon and softens stool without any harsh laxative effect. Research has shown prunes alone can improve stool frequency and consistency more effectively than some standard fiber supplements. Psyllium husk adds bulk-forming fiber that absorbs water and expands, gently pushing everything along. Start with this exact amount and don't double it in the first week. Your gut needs time to adjust. Recipe 4 is the apple cider vinegar and ginger morning shot, working completely differently from the first 3. Instead of adding bulk, it directly stimulates your digestive system, waking up the process from the very first step. Mix 1 tablespoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, about 15 milliliters. Look for the kind with visible sediment called the mother, with half a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger, about 2 grams, plus 200 milliliters of warm water and 1 teaspoon of raw honey, about 7 grams. Drink it on an empty stomach, first thing in the morning, at least 20 minutes before eating anything else. Apple cider vinegar stimulates stomach acid production, improving how efficiently your digestive system processes food from the start, while ginger has centuries of use for stimulating gut motility, literally helping your intestines contract and move waste forward. If your digestion feels sluggish no matter what you eat, this is often the one that finally gets things moving. And here's the strongest recipe on the list, the one that surprised me the most given how few ingredients it needs. The warm lemon and sea salt flush. Take 500 milliliters of warm water, not hot, closer to body temperature or slightly above, and stir in half a teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt, about 3 grams. Do not use more than this amount. Once the salt is fully dissolved, add the juice of 1 full lemon and drink the entire glass in one sitting. First thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This precise salt-to-water ratio creates a mild osmotic effect, drawing water into your intestines to soften stool and encourage movement, similar to the mechanism behind saline laxatives, but at a much gentler natural concentration. This isn't something to repeat multiple times a day. Once in the morning occasionally is enough. If you have high blood pressure or kidney issues, talk with your own doctor before trying this one because of the sodium content. So how do you use all 5 together? You don't need to make all 5 every day. Start with recipe, 1 or 2 as your daily anchor, the aloe cucumber cleanse, or the chia and flax fiber balm, every morning for at least 2 weeks to build the foundation of regular movement. Bring in the prune and psyllium soak 3 to 4 times a week once your gut has adjusted to add real strength. Use the apple cider vinegar and ginger shot 2 to 3 times a week, especially on sluggish mornings or after a heavier meal the night before. Save the warm lemon and sea salt flush for once a week maximum. It's the most intensive of the 5 and was never meant to be a daily habit. Through all of this, plain water intake matters more than any single recipe. Without enough of it, none of these fiber-based drinks can do their job because fiber needs water to actually move through your system. Here's what to realistically expect. Days 1 through 4. More frequent, easier bowel movements with some mild bloating as your gut adjusts to the added fiber. That's temporary and normal, don't stop. Days 5 through 10. Many people report feeling noticeably lighter, less bloating after meals, and more consistent energy since the body isn't working as hard to process backed up waste. Days 11 through 21. Many notice clearer skin, better sleep, and fewer cravings, all connected to a gut finally moving efficiently and a microbiome recovering from the inflammation caused by waste sitting too long in the colon. One important note, if you experience severe abdominal pain, blood in your stool, or a complete absence of bowel movements for several days, that's not something to fix with home recipes. See a doctor. These recipes are for gentle, natural support of normal digestion, not a substitute for medical care if something is seriously wrong. 5 recipes, gentlest to strongest, real weights, real amounts, nothing harsh, nothing extreme, just giving your gut the tools it needs to do what it was always supposed to do. If even one of these feels worth trying tomorrow morning, pick your anchor recipe. And if this was helpful, subscribe and share it with someone who's always complaining about feeling bloated. They'll thank you for it. And as always, talk to your own doctor before changing anything about your diet, routine, or supplements, especially if you're managing any existing health conditions.